We're back here with frequently asked questions. One of the questions I get that is rather interesting, especially from the newbies who get into this trade or craft, why bother using hand tools? It's an interesting question. They all like to collect them, they all like to have them around them, but most of them don't like to use them. They prefer their power tools. But the reason I use hand tools is I was traditionally trained in them. Which makes it easy for me. I'm leaps and bounds ahead of everybody who just now got into it. But the biggest thing I can stress to anyone who wants to start into this in the hand tools is I can do so much more with hand tools than I can do with power tools. The molding planes you see behind me are all active tools we use in the shop. You can see samples of woods that were used, some moldings that were used, the planes were used to make the wood, or make the moldings and such. And I can do that anywhere I want on the board, anywhere I want in the house, anywhere I want in the cabinet. Where the routers, I have to rig up jiggings and all kind of stuff to do it. It's so limiting, the power tools are. I'm not telling you to go out and be a traditional woodworker. You can't run power. You have to be quiet, because if you notice, it's quiet in here right now. But the use of the tools, I stress again, the more tools you have, the more problems you can champion. It allows you to open up your horizons as far as what I want to do, where I want to put a molding, where I want to put an accent, how I want to cut a board. If you got a board you bought from a mill and it's 20 feet long and you need to cut it in half, and unless you have a power tool with you, or you're at the mill and you have a cordless tool, I always keep a handsaw with me. It's amazing. By the time people have tried to figure out how to plug their cord in, I've already got the board cut in half. The biggest thing about the hand tools I can think of in my mind is just the sheer versatility. They don't go out of date. They continue to try to reinvent them as far as a power tool goes. But the hand tools just seem to work for me continuously. I don't know of anybody who's gotten into this who's decided that they didn't like the hand tools and went back to power tools. So once again, I encourage you to step in. Hope to see you in class someday here, and keep sending in your questions.